We're getting underway just after 10 a.m. with Chester's quiz for kids. welcome if you're just joining us. We'll be getting underway just after 10. It's going to be checking the audio now. Well, the feedback I'm receiving is that the audio is sounding fine. It seems to switch from one to the other, so I'm quite sure what's happening there, but hopefully it's going to last the pace. So perhaps if it does change to the slow pitch, then somebody will let me know. Spent some time this morning trying to rectify that. It seems to have a mind of its own to do that, but that's a technical issue. You're not interested in that. If you've not played before, then welcome, and welcome of course to the regulars as well. Reminder that last week Spyrite Erin was the winner. I had a really nice message this morning from Mark about that, saying about all the family playing. I think we have a couple of people playing today, and also a couple of other family members as well. So welcome to you, and thanks Mark for your kind words about the quizzes. Glad to hear that you're enjoying them. So if you've not played before, just do one run of the keypad setup. Might be unusual for you if you've not actually taken part before.
This is a short video to show you how to log in to play our interactive online quiz. It's recommended that 2 devices are used, one to watch the quiz via the live YouTube stream you'll have been given a link to, and the other to set up and use a virtual keypad. To set up the virtual keypad, use your smartphone or tablet and go to buzzerpad.com. You'll then see this page where you need to add your name as you want it to appear. And you need to tap in the PIN code shown on the live stream before pressing go in the blue box. Your keypad is now set up, but to activate it you'll either need to press the finger at the top of the screen or any of the letters. The live stream will show the number of participants, and this will change as more people log in. When the quiz gets underway, the questions will be shown on the live stream and they'll also be read out. You need to answer as quickly as possible by pressing the letter corresponding to the answer you think is correct. The points go down as the timer ticks down, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Good luck, and hope you enjoy taking part.
Welcome if you've just joined us. As you can see there, the PIN code is 96075. So you put that in as your PIN code and then tap the screen. Important you tap the screen once you've done that, either the finger at the top of the screen or one of the letters, doesn't matter which. Reminder as well that today, if you're in the top 3 at the end, then you'll win a free session at Chester's Den when that reopens. We don't know when that will be quite yet, but hopefully in the not too distant future, so fingers crossed for that. And it's a multiple choice quiz, so just to remind you, or to tell you if you've never played before, that you will have a series of possible answers and you need to press your answer as quickly as possible to try and get as many points as possible. So it is against the clock. You'll see the timer going down and the points going down at the same time. And while we're waiting, a reminder about tomorrow's family quiz. So that's at 5 o'clock tomorrow. And also we have the very popular Spyrites quiz, which returns on Wednesday evening from 8 PM. Getting around 200 people taking part in that, so that's great. So return to the quiz screen, and we'll see that I think that's a record high for the Chester's quiz, which is great. Almost 30 people joining us now, so if you have just logged in, if you put in your username as you'd like it to appear, then the pin code 96075, tap the screen, and that will see you registered for today's quiz. We have been talking over the last couple of days about changing the time, so I think we're going to experiment next week with an 11 AM start. Give everyone a little more time in the morning to prepare and get ready for the quiz. So from next week it will be 11 AM, same format as always. So I'll just give people a few minutes just to sign in. So 96075 is the pin code, and then tap the screen when you've done that. We did of course have the launch of the new stadium, the new stadium name last night, which as we can see here, the new name is Technique Stadium. That's a mock-up, so the signs aren't actually in place yet, but they should be there soon. But we'll be taking down the 150-year sign as well. Been talking to a colleague about that, so that'll be coming down but placed on a wall, probably to the right-hand side, lower down, so people can see their names etched in that 150-year anniversary sign. That'll be heralding the start of a new era, the Technique Stadium replacing Proax, so great support there from a local company. And we'll go back to the quiz screen. So great to see 30 people now signed in. So if we say a 10 past 10 start, so it just gives 4 minutes for people to sign in. And now up to 31, so yeah, pretty sure that's the most we've ever had for the Chester's quiz, so thank you very much for your support. For those of you interested in the new home kit, that has now arrived at the stadium, but it won't be on sale for, well, until around a couple of weeks' time. But what we are going to do as an incentive for tomorrow's quiz, what we're going to do is offer a free home kit for the winner of tomorrow's family quiz. So that'll be interesting, fighting it out to see who's going to get the one kit that we're offering, but that will mean that the winner is one of the first to receive the home kit. So do join us tomorrow from around 5 PM. So just a couple of minutes to wait until we get underway. Just to tell you about the quiz, that you shouldn't press your answer before the timer starts because it won't count. But if you do press as many times as you want during the 40 seconds, but you can't change your answer, so your first answer is final. You can try a different answer, but it won't register. So quick as you can to answer, and that will get you as many points as possible. So Chester has put together a series of questions, 15 in total. We're going to hear from a player who's asking the final question of the day. And also I've given a very broad hint to the answer of one of the questions. So hopefully you were taking notice a few moments ago, and that will be of great help to you when this particular question comes out. Chester has set a few difficult ones, so hopefully parents will be helping out here today and helping the kids answer some of these questions. So we will be getting underway in just a moment. So one final call if you're just joining us. The pin code 96075. Tap the screen once you've entered that, and that will see you registered for today's quiz. So 33 people taking part, which is fantastic. Should be some healthy competition. So I'll make it 10 past 10 now. So we will get underway with today's quiz. So shall we first take a look at who's taking part today? Sure, we've got some familiar names and I'll have a few new ones as well. So Meggy Moo at the top, that was the first one then to register. Philippa Mascot Tooley Brown. So Pip playing, of course, has been a mascot for matches, so welcome to you, Pip. Number 1, Spyrites. Can You Kick It? Archie Dude, Scoop, Ashton RB, Zoe H, Big JKH2, Super, Nancy Noodles, Mickey P, Bruce Lee, Freddie P, Bastion, Jamstead 7, Ladawati, etc., etc. I'm sure we'll mention everyone in time. But at number 23 there, last week's winner, SC Spyrite Erin. So also joined by, on the same household, SC Spyrite Harry. So some competition no doubt between those two. So let's get underway. Remember to answer as quickly as possible. So who wears Chesterfield's number 6 shirt? Is it Lawrence Maguire, Curtis Weston or Scott Bowden? So we're looking at the shirt numbers. They will feature fairly regularly in today's quiz. But who wears the number 6 shirt? Lawrence Maguire, Curtis Weston or Scott Bowden? You can see the time going down on the left hand side, and the points are going down at the same time on the top right. So 32 have answered, just Super to answer. So all bar one getting an answer in. The answer, of course, Lawrence Maguire. So how many people put Lawrence? Most of you getting that right. Well done, 29. A couple going for Curtis Weston, one for Scott Bowden. So let's look at the leaderboard after the first question. So Rami Spyrites, maximum points. So we're very quick off the mark. Woody and then Big JKH2 on 39. Zoe H 38. Freddie P 37. So not much separating the scorers there on the front page. So on to the Next question. So which player do you get if you multiply David Buchanan by Will Evans? So that means the shirt numbers. Do you get 10, 15 or 20? You're looking at the shirt numbers of the two players, David Buchanan and Will Evans. So if you multiply David Buchanan's shirt by Will Evans, then you will come up with a figure. But is it 10, 15 or 20? Chester really getting you to work on your mathematics. Very keen on the English and literature and numeracy. So might be that Super is unfortunately experiencing an issue with connection because everybody else has answered, and it is 15. So that's 3 David Buchanan shirt and 5 of Will Evans. So 15 the answer. So how many people got that right? Most of you doing that. Yeah, well done. 28. 3 going for 10, 1 for 20. So let's take a look at the leaderboard as we do. Remy Spyrites at the top, followed by Woody, and then Big JKH2, Lubins, and then Linz and Archie Dude in hot pursuit. On we go. So what is the new name of the Chesterfield Stadium? Is it the B2Net Stadium, the ProX Stadium, or the Technique Stadium? So I did give not just a clue, but the answer basically before we started. Show you the photo. Well, what is the new name? Is it the B2Net, ProX, or Technique? So just 2 to answer. Guessing Super is having issues, so it looks like we've got 32 actually able to take part today. And the answer, of course, Technique Stadium. The Technique Stadium. All bar 1 getting that right. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. Remy Spyrite still at the top. 2 points ahead of Woody. And then 3 points ahead of Big JKH2. So Remy Spyrite's the early pace setter. On we go. Which Chesterfield player scored the equalising 3rd goal in the 1997 FA Cup semi-final against Middlesbrough? Andy Morris, Jamie Hewitt, or Sean Dyche? So memorable goal. Do you remember that header? Looping cross from the right. And a player getting on the end of it with that looping header over the goalkeeper into the net, sending the Chesterfield fans wild in celebration. Who was it? Was Andy Morris, Jamie Hewitt, or was it Sean Dyche? So everybody's answered who can answer. So everybody quick off the mark today. And the answer is Jamie Hewitt. So Jamie Hewitt, the answer. Let's take a look. 22 getting that right. 6 for Andy Morris, 4 for Sean Dyche. They also scored on that memorable day at Old Trafford. So is Remy Spyrite still at the top of the leaderboard? Yes, by 4 points from Woody. So let's take a look a bit further down. I don't want to miss everybody out. So can you see yourself there? We're going to discount Super. Clearly some problem logging in. Now, defending champion there in 24th, SC Spyrite Erin. And further up in the same household, in 8th place, SC Spyrite Harry. On to the next question, question number 5. Which Chesterfield player is known in the dressing room as Smudge? Is it Shwan Jalal, Jonathan Smith, or Will Evans? So we're looking for a player whose nickname is Smudge. Is it Shwan Jalal, Jonathan Smith, or Will Evans? There's a couple of people to answer. And 15 seconds left. So everybody has answered who can answer. And the answer is Jonathan Smith. Players call him Smudge. They do with a lot of players called Smith. So Smudge, the answer for well, Jonathan Smith. The answer 29, getting that right. 3 going for Xuan Jalal. So is Rami Spyrite still at the top? Yes, by 3 points. So very close there. Woody in second place, and Big JKH2 just 6 points off the lead. Moving on, which Chesterfield player won the 2018-19 PFA Community Player of the Year award? Was it Scott Bowden, Sam Wedgbury, or Curtis Weston? So we're looking for the player who won the PFA Community Player of the Year award in the 2018-19 season. And it was either Scott Bowden, Sam Wedgbury, or Curtis Weston. Which one was it? Of course, the players going out in the community, doing a lot of good work there, going into schools. Have they been to your school? If not, get your teachers to speak to the community trust about getting the trust involved and having player visits. And the answer, Sam Wedgbury. Well, very even spread of answers there. Same amount going for Scott Bowden and Sam Wedgbury, and 6 for Curtis Weston. So how has that affected things? Rami Spyrite was at the top, and still at the top, just by 2 points though from Woody. So on we go. What is the first name of Chesterfield's recent loan signing from Burnley? Was it Jordan, Nathan, or Luke? So there was a player on loan from Premiership side Burnley. But what is his first name? Is it Jordan, Nathan, or Luke? Nearly everybody has answered, just a couple of people to go. And the answer is Jordan. Jordan Cropper. 26 getting that right, well done. 3 going for Nathan, 2 for Luke. So how are things at the top of the leaderboard? Rami Spyrite still leading the way by just 2 points from Woody. Let's have a look further down. See how people are progressing. Can you see your name there? Just take my name there, Scoop. 13th place. Got a rival Scoop. So 3 players came to Chesterfield on loan from Notts County during the 2019-20 season. Nathan Tyson was one. Who were the other 2? Was it Ross Fitzsimons and Matt Tootle? Matt Tootle and Hayden Hollis, or Ross Fitzsimmons, I think it is, and Andy Kellett. So 2 players on loan from Notts County with Nathan Tyson, Ross Fitzsimmons and Matt Tootle. Matt Tootle and Hayden Hollis, or Ross Fitzsimmons and Andy Kellett. So which of those 2 were on loan from Notts County alongside Nathan Tyson? Less than 10 seconds left. And the answer is Ross Fitzsimmons and Matt Tootle. So most of you getting that right, 23. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. So still Rami Spyrite leads by 4 points from Woody, and then Freddie P in third place, Zoe H 4th, Big JKH2 in 5th, then Meggie Moo 6th place, SC Sparite Harry, Nancy Noodles, Landon Watty, and Sebastian Jamstead 7th. So that's the top 10. So which of these Sparrows players is the youngest? Is it Tom Denton, Scott Bowden, or David Buchanan? So we're looking for the youngest of that trio. Either Tom Denton, Scott Bowden, or David Buchanan. Tricky one, that. Just throwing in the odd difficult question. And the answer, Scott Bowden, only by a matter of months from Tom Denton. So let's take a look. Tom Denton, the most popular answer. So this could have changed things at the top. And it does. Woody jumps up to the top of the leaderboard from Zoe H, Big JKH2, and then Rami Spirites, for so long the leader, now in 4th place. So that really did change things. Let's take a look at the next one. So what is the name of the official Chesterfield FC photographer who's been with the club for over 18 years? Is it Tina Jenner, Karen Wood, or Gina Tenner? So an emerging photo, but you don't need to wait for that. It's just for our fun. We're looking for the name of the Chesterfield photographer. You'll have seen her at pitch side over the years. What's her name? Is it Tina Jenner, Karen Wood, or Gina Tenner? So there you can see a photo now, fully developed. And the answer, Tina Jenner. So how many people got Tina Jenner? Well, most of you getting that right. One going for Karen Wood and one for Gina Tenner. So let's take a look and see. Well, that's done to the top. Woody was the leader. Are they still at the top? Yes, they are. 14 points ahead of Zoe H. And Big JKH2 in 3rd place. Rami Spirites had a man to come back after surrendering the lead. So we have a few questions left. Who made the Chesterfield kit prior to Puma? Was it Lotto, Respect, or Bukta? That's a tricky one, Chester. He does like to throw in the odd difficult question. I had to check that one. It was either Lotto, Respect, or Bukta. Of course, the new kits were unveiled recently, and Puma have made them for a number of years, but who made them before Puma? It's either Lotto, Respect, or Bukta. And the answer is Respect. So the most popular answer, but 12 going for Lotto and 2 for Bukta. So how many? Well, we've seen how many got that right, but how has that affected things? Is Woody still our leader? Yes, they are, and decent lead as well. 15 points ahead of Zoe H and then Big JKH2. Remember, the top 3 all win a free session at Chester's when it reopens. So question 12. What Chesterfield player do you get if you subtract Joe Rowley from Curtis Weston? Is it Juan Jalal, Will Evans, or David Buchanan? So once again, we're looking at the shirt numbers. If you take the shirt numbers, we take Curtis Weston's number and then subtract Joe Rowley's shirt number. Then you come up with a number, but what do you get? Do you get Shwan Jalal, Will Evans, or David Buchanan? So 10 seconds left. Another tricky one from Chester. And the answer is Shwan Jalal. Curtis Waston 8, Joe Rodley 7, so 1, and that's Shwan Jalal. So how many people put Shwan Jalal? Most popular answer 19. 5 for Will Evans, 6 for David Buchanan. Let's take a look. Woody is still at the top. Big JKH2 in second. Rami Spyrite's coming back well. The former leader now in third place. Zoe H dropping down to fourth. And Meggie Moo doing well in fifth place. Let's take a look further down. Can you see yourself there? So some familiar names who play every week. Some new ones as well, so welcome to you all. So a few questions left. True or false? Former Chesterfield star Kevin Davis has played for England. Is that true or false? So 50-50 chance of getting that right. Did Kevin Davis play for England? Our popular TV pundit, of course. Started his career with the Spyrites and went on to play in the Premier League with the likes of Southampton, Bolton Wanderers, Blackburn Rovers. Had a very good career. And has been a very popular guest when he come back to the club. Did he play for England? Is that true or is that false? And the answer is true. Won 1 cap. So how many got that right? 24. If you got that right, well done. So is Woody still the leader? Yes, by 13 points from Big JKH2. And Rami Spyrite's the former leader in third place. So very tight at the top. As we go into the second to last question, the Chesterfield anthem Sailing was recorded by which singer? Was it Tom Jones, Rod Stewart, or Elton John? And the parents will have to help out with this one. 3 veteran singers, either Tom Jones, Rod Stewart, or Elton John, sang Sailing, which is sometimes sang by the Chesterfield fans. I tried it as run-out music, but that didn't work, unfortunately. Not really high tempo, but it is sung well by the supporters. Now, which one was it who sang originally? Tom Jones, Rod Stewart, or Elton John? The answer, Rod Stewart. So 26 getting that right. 2 for Tom Jones, 2 for Elton John. So does that change things at all? At the top, we have a new leader going into the final question. So Big JKH2. Then we have Woody and Rami Spyrite. So Rami Spyrite's in the top 3 going into the last question. For so long the leader, but Big JKH2 doing well to claim the leadership now. So listen to the question.
What number shirt do I wear?
So which shirt number is that particular player? Is it 4, 6, 8, or 10? Looking for the shirt number of that player. I can tell you it's Liam Mandeville. But which shirt do they wear? Either 4, 6, 8, or 10? And the answer, 10. So how many got that right? Most of you getting that right. 24. 2 going for 8, 1 for 6, and 2 for 4. So we'll now have the big reveal. We had in 3rd place Rami Spyrites, in 2nd Woody, and then the leader Big JKH. So let's take a look at the top 3 first of all. So we're going to start off in 3rd place. Woody drops down a place to 3rd, so Woody in the medals though. 2nd, Rami Spyrites in 2nd place, and today's winner, Big JKH2. So well done to you 3 for winning the prize today, which means that you can have a free session at Chester's Den when that reopens. So take a screenshot or a photo of your keypad so that you can email that to us as proof that you've won, because you'll have an exclusive screen which shows you your name on there and your position and how many points you've got. So if you can take a screenshot of that, hold on to that, and then you can claim your free session at Chester's when that reopens. So let's take a look further down. So Zoe H, 4th, Maggie Moo, then in 5th, Lando Watty 6th, 7th, Freddie P, 8, Essie Sparrat Harry, 9th, Sevenvale Sparrites, and 10th, Lightning Lucas. Scoop just outside the top 10. And we keep going down. So do you see yourself there? You can always take a look at the video later to see where you finished if you've missed yourself. So last week's winner there, 23rd SC Sparrite Erin. Then just the one who clearly had problems connecting super at the bottom, so 32 people actually taking part, which I'm pretty sure is the most we've had for the Chester's quiz. So well done to you all. Thanks very much for taking part. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do give us some feedback on social media. Always good to see other people enjoy playing the quizzes, so please do let us know your thoughts. Well done once again to Big JKH2 in particular, but also well done to Rami Spyrites and Woody. Just final reminder about the family quiz. That's Fun Family Quiz tomorrow from around 5 o'clock. Also here on our YouTube channel. And we have the Spyrites quiz. That's on Wednesday night from around 8 PM. Also, don't forget tomorrow with the Fun Family Quiz, we're going to, as a one-off, we're going to give away a new home kit. So that will be dispatched. The Club Superstore not open yet, but we will be able to send that out to you on Monday if you win in the Fun Family Quiz. So many thanks for taking part today. Just a reminder that next week we're going to look to try it at 11 AM, just to give people a little more time to get going on a Saturday morning. But great to see so many people taking part today. Well done to you all for answering some quite difficult questions at times, so all done well, and hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll hopefully see you next time. Thank you.